Hey guys, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. It is me, Tanya, founder of the TNG Brand Hub Limited. Now in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to boost your brand awareness. Now there's some really cool steps as to how we can go about doing this. As you know, I always talk about these things, right? Because it's my passion, it's what I love, and equally I want to make sure that you guys are getting yourself off on the best foot. Now, as always, before you get stuck into this video, please make sure that you stick around till the very end of this video, because as always, I've got a really cool gift to be able to share with you. So make sure you stick around till then. Other than that, if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Equally, go ahead and like it as well, so you keep getting reminded as to when I go ahead and release a new video. So, folks, without further ado, let's get stuck into it. So, okay, as I said, we're going to be talking about the idea of how to boost your brand awareness. Now, I'm actually here at an event, and you know, we've been talking about events in my previous videos, the virtual, how to brand your virtual event and how to brand your live and in-person event, right? So check those videos out if you haven't actually seen them yet. Go ahead and check them out, because there's some cool, super cool techniques or even shares that I've actually given within that video to make sure that you get your brand out there as it should be getting out there. Now, at this particular event that I'm at, I'm actually at the Expert Empires event. Absolutely super cool, folks. If you ever get the chance to just get yourself fully immersed in any kind of business event, in any kind of inspirational or aspirational event, right? So just make sure that you're getting your minds actually ticking over continuously, because as business owners, as entrepreneurs, it's easy to get stuck in our lanes, right? As you should. You should be focusing on what it is that you do, right? But equally, you need to be inspired constantly. That creativity aspect needs to be fed. So you get to come to events just like this, and equally the ones that we host as the Queens of Business Club as well, for Reign Like a Queen and so forth. All these kinds of events are there for a reason, to inspire, so that other people can literally get their ideas of creativity out there, right? Anyway, I digress. Let's get straight back into today's topic, which is the idea of how to boost your brand awareness, right? 3 very cool tips inspired by the very cool Darren Adams, who, if you don't know already, is an actual award-winning communicator and marketer for Key, otherwise used to be known as Infusionsoft. Anyway, I digress once again. Let's focus. Anyway, as I was saying, I really got inspired by the words that he was saying, and he actually gave this really cool strategy, but it was actually targeting to the idea of marketing. And I was actually thinking about his words, and I was actually thinking about, do you know what, that same strategy could actually be applied to the idea of boosting your brand awareness. And this particular strategy is what I like to call the meal deal strategy. Now, what do I even mean by that? So over here in the UK, we have so many brands that literally, especially when it comes to food basis, right? They have these really cool meal deal offers, and literally you have a main, you have a snack, and then you have a drink. Now, I won't divulge exactly which particular brand, because I'm not here to promote specific ones. However, what I am here to do is to give you these really cool strategies so that you can go ahead and elevate your brands yourself and equally boost your awareness. So, the first strategy, as I said, is looking at the idea of your mains. So what is your mains? Who are you? What is it that you do? When you actually get to understand exactly what that is, because you know, as always, especially if you watch my previous videos, the idea of that brand power of 3, what is that for yourself? What is that for your brand? What do? You need to be relaying that to your audience. The minute you start relaying that aspect to your audience, it's almost like introducing yourself, right? You're getting to the nitty-gritty as to who you are. The next item is looking at the idea of your snacks, your treats, the real good stuff. This is where we actually want to be, right? Because not many people want to get to the main, they want to get to the dessert aspect. They want to get to the treats and the snacks, right? And this is what I actually like to call a story. Now, your story is why you do what you do, the reason for your fight, the reason for what makes you you, and equally why you've done your product or your service, the reason backing that. That needs to be known, especially when it comes to talking to your audience. You need to make sure that that snack and that treat is there to entice them, there to connect with them, there to be able to be understood, so that they can understand that, you know what, this person who I'm actually listening to, this person who I'm getting to meet even more and more, can actually relate to me on some kind of level. And that is super key and super important to be able to build up your brand awareness, especially with this idea of understanding how to build relationships. That is super key. And it's something that sadly a lot of business owners don't even think about, because they're too focused on, I need to make more money, I need to do this than the other. which yes, we always need to make more money, but however, we need to make sure that our foundation is even set from the get-go. And that comes from the idea of relationship building. That comes from making sure that your mains and your snacks and your treats are set according to the basis of your brand. And the third thing that you need to make sure that you think about is the idea of your drink. Now this other part, right? In your meal deal strategy, this third and final part, the thing that helps to wash it all down, the thing that makes it be understood, the thing that makes your client, your prospects, your audience understand where it is that you're coming from, where you are, and equally what is it that you can actually do for them as well. It's the solution, it's the understanding, as I said before. And equally, when you get those aspects together, when you get to understand what that is for yourself, you get to relay that all the more clearer for your audience. You get to make sure that that drink that they're taking, they're not going to be choking on it, but it's going to be washing down all that information so that they can go ahead and digest it. So now, I know I've described it around food. If you know me, I love food, so this is probably one of the reasons why I've done it. But however, the meal deal strategy is something that's really, really cool that you need to be able to think about so that you can get and boost your brand awareness, get your brand out there. When you get that meal deal together, then you understand what your final offer is actually going to be as well. So think about that. What is your meal deal structure for yourself? What is your meal deal structure for your brand? So that you can boost it and get it out there. Now folks, there's a very creative way I just actually explained that part, so I really hope that resonated with you in some kind of a way. Please go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what your questions are as well, because as always, I will come in and I will always make sure that I answer them for you for sure. That being said, let me go ahead and share my really cool guide. That is for you. That is my gift from me to you, because I want to make sure that, as always, you guys get yourselves off to the best possible way and the best possible start in some cases, to make sure that your brand gets out there as it should be getting out there, so that it represents you, so that you set yourself and equally show up for yourself in the best possible way, so that your audience can start understanding who you are and why it is that you do what you do. So folks, go ahead in the comment section, in the description section. In fact, you'll find a link that will take you directly there. Go ahead and download it. And folks, I will see you on the other side. Take care.